Two trophies on the line tonight for the All Blacks as they not only look to go undefeated throughout the Rugby Championship and secure that trophy for the cabinet, but also win one of the two Bledisloe Cup matches, which means as holders they would defend that as well. Of course, for the Wallabies this means just the one thing, a massive chance to be spoilers not only once but twice, and to keep their Bledisloe hopes and dreams alive for the first time in a very long time. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the third round of the Rugby Championship and the opening round of the Bledisloe Cup. It's a 2-for-1 deal that you'd often see at McDonald's, but this one is just a little bit more special. It's the Wallabies versus the All Blacks. And the lineups for tonight have undergone massive changes for the hosts. This one in Melbourne, and looking in front of this huge crowd to make a bit of noise. They've made a number of changes throughout their team. We have a look at them now, and you look to the front row. Angus Bell coming in to join Dave Poreki and Alan Alatawa. Nick Frost joins the second row with the powerhouse of Will Skelton. And the back row also sees a change. Holloway staying at 6, but Tom Hooper coming in for McWright, and Valentini keeping his spot at number 8. For the back line of the Wallabies, it's Tate McDermott who comes in and partners the new boy on the block, Carter Gordon, who wears that number 10 jumper in the place of Quade Cooper, but for the very first time in his career for the Wallabies. The back line, pretty much the same here. Kodabiti on one wing, Nwangli Tuasi on the other, the right-hand side. Karevi in inside centre, and Jordan Pataya, he's back. What has been a whirlwind ride of a career for this young guy. He's been injured, he's been fit, he's been broken, he's been back. And today, it's about being back once again. Speaking of back, it's Andrew Callaway. He returns to the fold from injury and he starts in the 15 jumper. For the All Blacks, not too much change in this team at all. Just looking at the back row, Dalton Papailiki comes in for the injured captain, Sam Kane, who is out of the 23 this weekend for injury. That means that Ardie Savea will take the reins as the captain of the squad. The rest of the team pretty much exactly the same. Smith and Mo'unga yet again get the nod in the back three of excitement. Mark Talia plenty to prove tonight, and Will Jordan looking for yet another try in yet another test. On the bench, there's a little bit of change here for both sides, but it's pretty much the experience of what the Wallabies saw last few weekends coming instead of the starting lineup. They're here on the bench. We see guys like Cooper on there. Parisi comes in 23. There's some that White, Leota, Arnold, Tupou back from injury as well. Slipper and Ulisi have been in and around for the whole competition. Takiaho is back on the bench, and Tuangafasi comes in to accompany him. Lalala keeps his spot in 18. Sam Whitelock's back from injury, and of course with the injury to Kane means Jacobson comes in to cover that bench spot. It's a chance for a debut for Cam Roygaard in 21 as a Hurricane looks to stake his claim for a World Cup spot. And another injury return, Anton Leonard-Brown in 22. Caleb Clark rounds out the 23. And of course, to kick things off, the All Blacks will lay down the challenge with the haka here in Melbourne. The challenge laid down by the All Blacks. And now we get to the real action. It is kickoff time. The All Blacks in the black. They'll be doing the kicking off. Wallabies in the green and gold to receive. It's Richie Mo'unga. Kicks off the Bledisloe. Continues the Rugby Championship. And Australia inside their own half will look to work their way out through Alan Alatawa with the second carry of the night. Here's a pingo from Rob Valentini, flicks it back inside, but a heavy traffic around that breakdown. The All Blacks won't let them through that easy quite yet. Here's McDermott, opening it up. Oh, Karevi, nice little pass on the outside there. Pataya getting his first touch before McDermott goes back to ground again. Huge ball out there for Valentini. Kolobeti didn't really want it. Carter Gordon works it well, beautifully to Angus Bell, and now Nick Frost is in behind the All Blacks defensive line. they trundle their way up towards the 22 now, the Wallabies. Exciting start for the home crowd as McDermott drops it off. Cotton Beatty and terrific turnover. Tyrell Lomax in the breakdown hushes the audience. And now the All Blacks look to attack Johnny Barrett. He's broken them in half already. Kicks to the corner. Takes Rieko Ioane up against the wing and into Aussie. But it is the Wallabies winger who gets back in the nick of time and saves it on the line. McDermott fires it away. Traffic trouble here. But eventually Petaia gets it away to Karevi. And the Wallabies manage to clear their line by just a whisker or two. Danger time massively there for the Wallabies on defence. The All Blacks turning that defence into attack in literally a flash. To the back of the line out it goes, and Dalton Popelii takes his first touch off the set piece. Aaron Smith barking. He reads it out now. Taylor into that midfield of Ioane, and there's numbers to burn. Will Jordan and Beauden Barrett both unmarked and both needing to go over the line. Carrying each other's hand almost. The first try of the night goes to Beauden Barrett off the maul from the line out. And it looked pretty simple. Good maul, drawing a lot of defenders there. You see all the Wallaby forwards involved in this massive pass from Rieko Ioane. Once he's seen the hole, he fired it out. And I thought maybe Beauden Barrett would take on Callaway at the back and try and lure him in and give the easy run in to his winger Will Jordan, but not required, and they trundled over the line together again for another Beauden Barrett try. And the opener tonight here for the All Blacks. Here is Richie Mo'unga in the night lights. It was very hard to see where it went, but it has just drifted away to the left side, way out on the right wing. That kick unsuccessful from Mo'unga. Well, back to Carter Gordon, who's had a couple of little deft touches so far, just little in passes, hasn't held the ball for long periods of time, so he's working his way into the game, but gets us back underway with a good kick, well contested. Nuanganituasi getting up for that, but the All Blacks do secure it. And Aaron Smith has his first trundle of the night, rolls off a couple of metres there. Here's Shannon Fazal, looking for a repeat of that only 20 minutes against the Springboks, where he was nigh on unstoppable. Taylor cuts out a couple of goals. Oh, Artie Savia, who was wiped out, and a hanging arm from, I think, Dave Pareki. Across comes Alel Atsoa with him, but it's a yellow card. And that will see the end of the hooker. And you can cause trouble straight away here, All Blacks, if you go to the line, but they don't. I was going to say, opportunity there, just go straight to the sideline and force them to substitute a hooker back on, but it will be a shot at goal here. Richie Mo'unga, 55 on the slight angle as well, but it has faded again just to the left side. It does go dead in goal. 5 points left out on the washing line for Richie Mo'unga so far, which will not please him, that's for sure. Carter Gordon back to the 22 this time. Change of scenery for him as he wobbles a little kick out from the 22 metre line. And look at this from Rieko Ioane. Beautiful ball to Retallick, and Talia will have a clean run home on the left-hand side. Oh, Rieko Ioane shows the heels and then delivers a precious ball that finds its way to Mark Talia. And the wingers, they've got pace. Well, there's still Rieko here. What's this? Fancy footwork, bang. Feed off the attempt from Petaia, and then through the hands of Retallick, and then to Talia. And Talia guns it to the corner. Nuanganituasi trying to give up a chase, but it wasn't coming his way, that's for sure. Mark Talia rapid in open field like that. Well, it's been all Blacks so far, 10 points to 0. Even though Mo'unga has left now, goodness me, 7 points out on the washing line. The All Blacks could be up 17 to 0. And as it stands, they only lead by 10 to 0. And if you're Wallabies coach and media genius Eddie Jones, you've got to say that's a positive double take from this game so far. Here's Ethan de Groot, great ball from him. Running it to Retallick. De Groot gets up very quickly back in the action. Now here's a nice ball from Scott Barrett to Mark Talia once more. Taking on Callaway and sending him to the cleaners. Smith just outside the 22. Artie Savia holds up play in traffic. Good tackle from Pataia eventually. Now here's Rizal looking for room. No, he's got it. Nice pop-up ball there for Rieko Ioane. And Jordy Barrett will go alone. It's the Barrett show at the moment as Jordy joins Bowden as try scorers. And the All Blacks have their third. Well, they're putting on a show, especially through that midfield. They are looking unstoppable at the moment through there. Rizal, it was Rieko. Great ball from Rieko Ioane. Sensational play from Barrett as well. Callaway brought on the little knee tap almost at the bottom there to take him down on the line. But the dummy that sold Kota and Betsy was flawless from Jordy Barrett. And maybe this time, Richie Mo'unga can bring all the clothes in, and he does that. 2 points. That'll calm him down a bit. He'll be anxious to have got one over. And now 17 points to nil. A wry smile on the face of the number 10. Back from the bin is Poreki. Well, damage was done while he was off. It is now up to 17 points to nil. Carter Gordon returns back to his spot on halfway. He's getting probably a little bit too familiar with that area for his liking. As here's the group once more. Another great take of the kickoff. And now another high tackle from the Wallabies. Experienced players, Alanela Soa, just shouldn't be doing stupid stuff like that. And this is easy road back into the Wallabies half especially. Thought he might be a bit closer to the 22 on that one, Mo'unga, but still in attacking zones. And the eyes lighting up there of players like Jordy Barrett. I don't think we've even seen Will Jordan in the action yet, which is concerning for the Wallabies. To the front, Metallic does well. Holds it up. And of course, he's got Mr. 183, Durgut and Lomax right there to help him out. Here's Mo'unga taking it to the line. Rieko has been sensational and he continues on that good form. Now Bowden Barrett steals it from the grasp of Will Jordan. Try number 2. No! Andrew Callaway! Outstanding defence from the Wallabies fullback, and Bowden Barrett throws away a 5-pointer. Callaway making waves at the back for the Wallabies. Returns to a 22 dropout. Rieko yet again starts it off. Taylor to Rotalik. Still in attack mode, the All Blacks. Will Jordan must be wondering what he's going to do to get the ball. Now he does receive it and he gives it back inside. He didn't really want that one. Lomax gets the pass instead. Smith drops off short. That's a beautiful ball to Rieko Ioane again. He has been in insatiable form so far as the Wallabies kick this away. A turnover in the breakdown. And it goes as far as Talia. Fires back to Jordy Barrett, who says, I've had enough of this half. We're up 17 points to nil. Let's have some cookies and halftime oranges. I don't know, what do they have at halftime these days? And reevaluate how this game is going. It's 17-0, the All Blacks in control. But 40 minutes of action still to come. It could have been a lot worse for the Wallabies, and that's the message that they'll be getting at the break. They've done well to sort of nullify the effect and keep it at a reasonable level. It's hard to say that when you're down by 17-0, but there's still plenty of positives for the home team tonight. Of course, those positives can turn swiftly into negatives if they don't adjust and counter it back in the second 40 minutes as we get that quickly underway. And the group and Savia argue over the kickoff, but it is eventually the captain who gets his way. Smith, a little pick and go there from the scrum half. He's under pressure here, and the Wallabies might just get this one back on their side. Aaron Smith roll, and this is a chance that they'll really want to start the half off. Valentini isolated, trouble for the Wallabies. That is terrible ruck defence, and they'll lose it straight away after one phase. That's not nice to watch. Aaron Smith knocks it on. It's jumped on there from Karevi, and now McDermott will say, let's have another go, boys. Back to Karevi again, a second touch in as many phases. Just outside the 22 here, the Wallabies. They want to make some inroads. McDermott again, not giving anyone else a chance to carry the ball at the moment. He's just taking it up himself, and the All Blacks will turn it over, but the referee will say, no advantage there. Let's go back for the scrum.
Crouch.
Interesting time this here. The Wallabies, if they can score now,
set.
Surely put a bit of a boost into their step and maybe change the tide of this game. 17 points is a lot to make up, but as much as 24. Here's Carter Gordon, nice little ball out to Callaway. He's still got Conor Benny, had to wait for it. Popped it inside, taking out Will Jordan. Oh no, double O-no's. As Pataya went on the little inside ball and Bowden Barrett went in with a massive high shot. And Wallabies will get another chance to put themselves on the board. Well, I thought they stuffed it in the Wallabies, too many little short passes and no one wanting to run forward on the ball. Almost cost them, but they did well enough. They come out with a good result, although a high shot is something you want to see in the game. Here is Poreki to throw, 5 metres out. Oh, stolen from Retallick. Golden chance gone, and now the question marks will be asked. Where's the fullback? There's a golden question to be asked against the Wallabies. He's nowhere to be seen. Callaway up in the line. Nwangani Tuasi going back. This is McDermott. The All Blacks chase is very, very good. Getting in there was Ali Savia, which is always a danger. Here's McDermott. Now he passes and he's got it to Gordon. Now what can he do? Link up anyone? No. He takes on Geordie Barrett at halfway and they secure the ball again for another phase of the Wallabies. Frost, pick and go from him. He goes just sideways a metre or two. Not progression that they want. McDermott again. Oh, he's lost that. It spills out the back and Alatoa cleans up the dirty dishes. Frost once more. Passes again. Valentini, nice little ball. Callaway up in the line. Bareki, back it goes to Skelton. Wallabies losing a couple of metres but retaining the ball as the All Blacks look to defence. More than Ruck at the moment. Has Gordon, nice ball out there to Conor Benson. Now, yellow jumpers are everywhere. They need to find one, and he does find it to Samu. Samu up. Nice ball per Alatoa. Eventually sits it down just outside the 22. McDermott, Frost, inside ball. Alatoa once more. Skelton was the last man to carry that last phase up. Oh, intercepted from Rieko Ioane. Oh, they just can't play a trick at the moment, the Wallabies. So this could be a turnover. Aaron Smith going alone. Always a danger as the All Blacks can't protect their number 9. The ball's turned over. Skelton, long ball out. Karevi. Here's the Nwangani Tuasi. Up against Bowden Barrett. And Barrett picks him up and delivers him back to the field of play. Wow, these fullbacks are giving a shrewd test to attacking wingers. Here's Pataya! Oh, I thought Pataya was over there. McDermott, he'll go! Tate McDermott gets the Wallabies in. The crowd celebrate their teams in the game, and that may be all they need to jumpstart this team. And the crowd for that matter. The little short side move just about got Pataya. Oh, he was so short. Rieko has been prominent in this match tonight for the All Blacks. And then Geordie Barrett trying to drive McDermott back into the field of play like his brother did moments ago against Nwangani Tuasi. That was a great tackle. Unable to do so. Now Carter Gordon with a tough kick here on this right-hand edge. His first shot at goal for the night, and he, like Mo'unga, leaves it out on the line, drawing it away to the left-hand side, and a 12-point lead is cut down for the Wallabies. Still needing a couple of tries. 12, even 11 minutes to play in this one. 17 points to 5. The All Blacks a little bit quiet, I would suggest, in the second half so far. It's a good ball to Karevi, and oh, he could have found Gordon. He was away there. It's a good run from Angus Bell. Papali'i's on that ball, but the Wallabies just managed to nudge him away. McDermott would love another one. He looks finally to his back line. Conor Benson's got two back jerseys in front of him. He doesn't want to take it on, but it's a good run there from Frost. Finding Gordon. And it's they charged up to the 10-metre line. McDermott again. Pops it short. It's Holloway. Good ball out to Karevi. Now, can he find someone inside? He does. He finds it to Bell. Bell goes back to Alatoa, who's always here in support. McDermott. Room on the short side, Nwangani Tuasi. Here we go, Bowden Barrett 2.0. Beats him away. Oh, what a try from Nwangani Tuasi. Oh, brilliant. He's done an outstanding job in the corner. Mark Nwangani Tuasi 1, Bowden Barrett 1. Oh, this is special. And he has turned into quite a special player for the Wallabies. Take a look at this finish. Oh, I don't know how he got that down. It was dropped for mine as he twinkle-toed down the sideline. That ball was spilled. The referee's called it a try. And Carter Gordon will want to get this one off as soon as he can. 76 minutes in. Wallabies, oh my goodness, Carter, that's a shocker. The try was a shocker as well from Nuanganituasi. Shocker finish, but what an absolute crackerjack of a competition he's got with Bowden Barrett now. Those two going hammer and tong right to the bitter end. Well, Wallabies will still harbour hopes that they can draw this one. 7 points behind. Opportunity is there for them in the second half. They have certainly dominated this game as Skelton. Once Carter Gordon, no kicking in the vocabulary here for the Wallabies. Oh, that's a forward pass! Johnny Pataya, forward pass! And that may spell the end of the hopes for the Wallabies. The All Blacks just need to secure the scrum, kick it to touch, and we're done here in Melbourne. There goes the buzzer. Smith cuts out, goes to Johnny Barrett. Now Mo'unga. He's somehow looked for touch here. An extraordinary kick if it does find it. It's gone into the end goal. The Wallabies save it. No! Callaway can't. Dead in goal it goes. And Mo'unga acts like he's disappointed, but let's be honest, the All Blacks have survived the comeback from the Wallabies. And they are victors here, 17 points to 10 over this Wallaby side. They were tenacious in the second 40, fought back hard to the bitter end, but unfortunately for them and their fans, could not get the job done. First half display from the All Blacks, it was too strong to handle. 17 unanswered points was replied with 10 unanswered points. 2 tries, McDermott and Nuanganituasi, a superb try from Nuanganituasi on that right edge. Talia, Barrett and Barrett, that's Geordie and Bowden, 1 apiece, and 1 conversion from Richie Mo'unga to go with it as well. 17 points to 10, the full-time score. The All Blacks with that raise the Rugby Championship and of course the Bledisloe Cup. The second test between these two nations will be a dead rubber now with the Bledisloe, but what a game that was, and it just shows the Wallabies aren't as far from the mark as you may think. A win for the All Blacks, and they'll go now to take their trophies, and I'll be done and dusted for today's matchup. A big thanks everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope the All Blacks can replicate this result as well. The Wallabies, though, will be no easy task, that is for sure. So I hope you enjoyed this match, and I hope you're enjoying their all matches as well. I'll see you all next time for plenty more rugby. Of course, we've got South Africa, and we've got the Pumas yet to come. The Springboks and the Pumas, I should be saying. Until then, though, thanks for watching, and take care.